Hello? Just finished making my booktube video. I want to show you this ridiculous Hallmark movie I'm watching, okay? Can we just check her out?
Don't you have to work?
I did promise myself that I would say yes to more than just double shifts.
Hey, girl.
It's important to keep your promises.
Can we just get on those eyes for a second? Not his.
No, nobody. No.
Girl, that made up eyes! Look at that! This is a Christmas movie. That's a... Damn, that's a Christmas miracle right there. She needs to be a beauty blogger. Doesn't she, Pee-Pee? Look at Pee-Pee. Hello, Pee-Pee. Hello, honey. He says, I love her. She's so pretty. So, I am cleaning up. And I am putting away the lamps as we speak. And here, I'm going to put this up here for a second. I know it's dark. I apologize. I just got back. About half an hour ago from going to the viewing for my friend's son. And we had to wait in line for 2 hours, you guys. That's how huge this viewing was for this young man. It was so sad. And but I saw several people that I used to work with when I worked in treatment. And I saw his sister and got to hang out with her for a long time. I saw other people that I know from sobriety. And so it was nice catching up with them. I wish it had been under different circumstances. What is that? And now I'm home. And I got Pee-Pee. It's Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. So I have to show you guys a couple things. First of all, because she's been dying, she was so worried they didn't come. I got dog beds in the mail today from Shell. Oh my God, Shell, thank you so much. So she sent these autographed. Look, there's Boo Radley's. He says, look, Boo Radley, it's for you, honey. Boo Radley's. And here is Tucker's. And here is Pee-Pee's. Pee-Pee, it's for you, honey. So they each got beds. So, oh, they're so nice. We already tried them out, and the dogs love them. So that's the first thing. Okay. Then I got all these cards. First of all, I just want to say, I got this card from Lori. And it was sent on October 13th. I don't know why, but I literally just got it, Lori. And it is like completely destroyed. And inside of it was a $25 gift card from Starbucks. Lori, thank you so much. So that was very, very, very incredible. I love you so much. And then, hold on just a second. Well, I got 2 cards in the mail. And to be really honest with you, I do not remember which one. I got another gift card for $25 from Starbucks. And one is from Rose, and the other one is for Shannon. I think it was Rose that sent the gift card. I had it like sectioned out, you guys. The problem is, hold on a second. That's for Alex. I'm getting like so many cards, you guys, in the mail. Tony sent me a card. Thank you, Tony. Rachel sent me a card. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. Oh my God, okay. And then Danielle sent me a... You guys, this is like the best Christmas I've ever had. I hardly ever get Christmas gifts anymore because my mom's gone and I see my dad after Christmas, and Alex and I don't really buy anything for each other. This is amazing. You guys are so nice. So that was unreal. Okay, I have a note around here to tell me who the other Starbucks gift card is. So I'll have to do that on another one. I know this is bad, but Shannon or Rose, whoever gave it to me, will you comment below the vlog and say it was me, and then I can like appropriately thank you. But thank you so much, you guys, for all of this. This is so nice. It's so incredible. And like Alex and I, let me just tell you, we really don't get Christmas cards, and I'm like have this huge stack already from people that have sent cards to us this year from it's all from YouTube. It's amazing. And one Halloween card from Lori. I love it. So anyway, okay. There goes the wrappings. There goes the Christmas cards up here. And this goes over here. Okay. Then I'm sure you guys want to see what I got for dinner. Rice Krispie treat. I already ate part of it because it's PP and Peter's bachelor weekend. So I went to Noodles and Company. See, I'll show you. Noodles and Company. And I got this spicy adobe. I've never had it before. And I got a large order of truffle mac. So truffle mac is macaroni and cheese. Look at that, how good that is. And I'm getting ready. Oh my God, it smells so good. It smells like taco salad. So I'm getting ready to eat that. I'm not gonna eat all of those. I'm like only gonna eat like a little bit of them and then save them for the rest of the weekend. Because I'm basically a bachelor. And then I got a vanilla root beer. Mmm. And I have to feed the dogs. So I gotta change, feed the dogs, and then I gotta eat. So. And then I'm gonna do a live stream. Go see Tanya. And then tomorrow I have the funeral. At 1:30, and then I have nothing else the rest of the day. So, that eats. It's so weird, like, Baby is totally fine right now. Aren't you, buddy? Baby. He's totally fine right now. Look at those little guys. Hi, guys. Boo Radley. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. But, like, when I took him outside earlier, he was so cold, he went in the bed and he just, like, shook, and he wouldn't move or anything. Well. Alright, I am leaving Tanya Jean's. I ate my dinner, I took a nap with the pups. And then I went to Tanya's and I took her to Meijer. And I actually wasn't planning on getting anything, but I got these two things for my nephew Carlitos. And the first one is, I don't know if you can see it. It's this Marvel Comics body wash, because he loves the Spider-Man and all the Marvel Comics stuff. And so it's like this body wash, but it's mango, grape, berry, and apple. And I bought him like the little figures, and they look exactly like this, like the new Spider-Man and stuff. So I think he'll like it. I think it's really cool. He loves to, like, take baths. His mom, like, my sister-in-law Liliana, like, says, like, he loves his bath every night and all that kind of stuff. So I think he'll like that. And it was $10.99 marked down to $7.99. And the next thing is so cute, and it reminded me of being a little kid with my dad. And it is this Spider-Man Homecoming Groom and Go. Can you see? And it has this fake razor, this play razor, and shaving cream, and a mirror, and hair gel. And then it has like a brush that he can use, like, you know, in a bowl to put the shaving cream in and put on him. And then he can, like, play shave with his dad when Carlos is shaving. And because he likes to always dress just like his dad and do stuff that, like, if you saw for, like, Fufu's birthday when they came over, they all had plaid shirts on. Like, Carlitos loves to dress just like Carlos. And, so I thought that would be cute. I thought that was, like, something they could do together, and, that he could shave just like his daddy. So, yeah, that was that. And, Let's see what else. You know, I don't know what else. It's been a good day. I haven't taken a nap in a long time, and I was gonna do a live stream tonight, and I was like so exhausted. I think like I stood in line at that funeral for like 2 hours. I got there at 5, and we finally like, when I was sitting in the hallway waiting for my friend to tell her to goodbye, that I had met there, it was 7:10. So we were there for 2 hours, and I saw so many people that I know from sobriety. I saw all these people that I used to work with. I saw all these parents of kids that I used to work with. It just was a lot. It was very emotional and very overwhelming, and but you know, I don't know, just endearing as well, and heartfelt, and it's just, those things are so hard, aren't they? You know, like funerals and viewings, and I'm so bad. You would think that I'm so vocal, and you know, I make videos and I write and all that kind of stuff, but I just get in front of people and I just don't know what to say at all. You know, I just never know what to say, and but I don't think any of us do, so I just always try to say something honest, and just say what's on my heart, you know. Anyway, the funeral's tomorrow at 1:30, and I was actually kind of, this is bad, but I was kind of thinking tonight, I was like, you know, I went to the viewing, I don't know that I'm going to go to the funeral. I mean, like, I'm close with them, but I'm not that close with them. And I was like, I said something to Tanya about it. I was like, do you think that makes it, like, do you think that's bad? Do you think I should go? And she's like, I think it's important for us to set boundaries. And she was like, you know, emotional boundaries for ourselves. And she was like, you know, I think if it was your family member, I'd say something completely different. I think if it was your best friend. She's like, but you're not super close with them, you know? So I don't know yet if I'm gonna go tomorrow. I mean, I'm such a believer in suiting up and showing up, but we'll see. And let's see. I was thinking about him tonight when he was my patient, and I was thinking about, like, I remember, like, for some reason I have this image of him, like, standing in the cafeteria during visitation time. And I'm, like, thinking about, like, I can remember him seeing there, and, like, his other brother, who's older than him by, like, a year, and his little sister, who I'm, like, real close with. I can remember her, like, that was before I even knew her as, like, a person. She was, like, 10 and running around in these little dresses, and I remember, like standing there and talking to his family and him, and you know, it's weird if you knew, like, somebody's future, you know, like, really, if you looked at them and said, you know, like, 15 years from now I'm going to be standing at your funeral. You know, what you make between now and the next 15 years is up to you, but that's what you have, so do something profound with it. And I just was, like, thinking about that all day today. It's like, all of these kids that I've worked with through the years, you know, that, like, some of them died at 20, some of them died at 24, most of them are still alive, but, which is a good thing, but, you know, some of them died at, you know, 16 or 18, and it's like, if you knew that you, like, and we talk about this in terms of, like, you know, these quotes and these songs, you know, like, live while you're, you know, live fast, die young, and live as if it's your last day of your life, and, but we really should, you know, like, it's not a bullshit statement, like, and I was thinking about that tonight as I was getting ready for the viewing. I was, like, just kind of, like, mesmerized in my own mind by the fact that, like, I can remember, like, the first interaction that I had with him, you know, and it's like, had I said to you that day, you know, like, on this date, 15 years from now, you're gonna be gone. So what will your life speak of between now and then? And, you know, he did a lot of really powerful things, you know, and he served our country, and, you know, he was a great kid and a dog lover, and on and on and on, and it's like, traveled the world, and, but I think it's important for all of us. It's like, I have this, like, morbid weirdness where, like, I think about these videos sometimes, and I think, like, like, I mean, if I passed away, like, just so I'm putting this out there so somebody remember that I said this and timestamp this. Like, I would want my videos to remain. Like, I wouldn't want Alex or anybody to take them down. I would just want them to stay up there, you know? Which obviously, there's no reason why Alex would take them down, but, you know, but then I wonder, like, looking back on that, like, you know, would people say, like, wow, like, can't believe he died so young, or, you know, like, man, he was doing that YouTube thing for 20 years and he died at 65, you know what I mean, like, you know, or that's so horrible what happened to him, and, you know, what could he have done differently, you know, like, he always talked about publishing more books, or he published 10 books, you know, it's like, and I think about that, and I think about everything that I want in my life is up to me, you know, and I think about, like, when my mom passed away, and that moment in that hospital room where I was like, we're born, we live, we die, and what we put in the middle of it is ours. It's ours to do with, you know? So when you sit and you get in that routine of that day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out, of just a pointless bullshit, right? It's like, on some level, make your imprint on the world, and it doesn't have to be big. We don't all have to be movie stars. We don't have to all be social activists. You know, we don't all have to write books. We don't all have to, like, change laws. You know what I mean? We don't have to cure diseases. But maybe you make somebody's day a little brighter every day. You know, like, Tanya and I were talking about this today. She was like, my friend at the gas station. She always talking about this guy at the gas station. And I was like, girl, she don't even know you. And I was joking with her. And Tanya goes, do you know the reason why I go to that gas station every day? Because he knows stuff about me. He asks stuff about me. And she's this, like, older guy. And he's very nice to her. And she's like, you know, he always asks about Nick, and he always asks me how the dogs are at the kennel, and he knows June and Cash's name. That's her two dogs. And, you know, you think about it, this guy that's probably 60, working at the gas station, probably not, you know, his dream world. And here it is, you know, he's making a difference in Tanya's life, and she's sitting in her best friend's car at 1 o'clock on a Friday night talking about this guy and how much he impacts her on a daily basis. He ain't saving the world, but he's making an impact. You know, and my guess is that on a shitty day when Tanya's ready to take somebody's head off because she's had the worst morning of her entire life, and she walks in there and this guy's really nice to her, she probably smiles a little bit brighter, you know, and she's probably a little bit nicer to somebody else. So this whole idea that a smile can affect a smile can affect a smile is true. We don't have to live lives of complete importance for us to impact the world. But what do we want our lives to speak of? And I've been saying this a lot on all of my videos lately, so I hope this isn't some foreshadowing of my death. But honest to God, like, I feel it so powerfully. I almost feel like... I said this in a vlog earlier in the year, and I don't talk much about, like, spiritual hocus-pocus kind of bullshit that I believe in or whatever if it's a little bit off. But, you know, like, I always have very much felt like the calm before the storm. Do you guys remember me talking about this in a vlog? And I don't mean like a storm, like something bad's gonna happen, like I feel like I am, like, something really good is about to come my way, like something huge, and I don't know what it is, but it's like things have been just very just copacetic lately. I'm not, you know, just like da 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 whatever. And because I feel like I just went through this transition in the last 3 months, you know, like, when I started my booktube channel, it was really because I just love books. And now it's like, I feel like I'm part of this community that I love so much on booktube. When I started my drama channel, it really, honest to God, I mean, believe what you want to believe, it was all completely by accident. I really never, I mean, I had made videos on that channel before, but, like, they were, like, stupid videos, like, I'm fat and I know it, and being gay and older, and, like, I've privatized all those videos now because I just want it to be drama videos, so it's very clear. But I didn't get on there with the intention of being a drama channel. I'm not one of these people that, like, you know, since all this madness happened in the last couple of weeks with this cosmetic company, it's like I've seen, like, 6 new drama channels start out, and I'm like, this is very interesting to me. Like, I didn't even know what a drama channel was, you know? I just was a commentary channel, and what really happened was my first drama video isn't a drama video. It's really about me talking about falling down the rabbit hole of YouTube. And what's so funny about that video, looking back, is that like that video sparked everything, and yet that video still has like 4,000 views. And it's like, I can do a video today and it was about Jeffree Star and Kat Von D, and I can do like, and now these newer drama channels are putting out videos, and they're getting like 20,000 views within like the first 4 hours because they're talking about another drama channel. It just like, I don't know. I've never been in it for that. Like, that's never what it's about for me. I mean, the views and the subs and all that kind of stuff is really, really nice, but that's never been what it's about to me. And I've always said, like, nobody makes videos because they don't want people to watch them, but I haven't made videos purposefully with the intention to just, you know, like, that's just not what it's about. I mean, yes, for people to watch, but not to get some huge mass following. You know, and what's interesting is that over time, what happened was I started really thinking about who was watching my videos and your stories, because so many of you, like, told me your stories, you know, and what your days looked like, and that my videos cheered you up, or my videos made you laugh, or my videos made you think, or, you know, like, it was interesting because, like, Trisha Paytas texted me tonight, and we were talking, and she was like, your videos are so long, I love them, I always watch them when I'm working out. I mean, so many people message me and say, you know, like, I watch your videos while I'm working out, or I'm watching I watch your videos while I'm getting, you know, chemo. And, like, that's amazing to me. Like, I never imagined that, right? Well, I never imagined I would get a book deal either. But when I did, I had to start thinking about, if you're going to continue to write books, what's your purpose? What's, you know, like, it's not okay just to stay there and go, oh, I'm going to write the greatest romance novel of life. I mean, if that's your purpose, hey, that's great, okay? But, like, and if that's your gig and that's what makes you happy, but for me, that's not enough. Like, there has to be some intention behind it. And so with the books, I started thinking about, like, okay, like, what do I want to do with this? And, you know, with my channel, I deliberately started thinking, like, I don't just have feelings gossip-wise about these stories that I'm covering. Like, I feel like they hit close to home with personal experiences of my life. And that's where I just kind of started just randomly throwing out suggestions of based on my life. It wasn't like, you know, and I believe that every situation in life is a learning experience. Every situation in life can be a teaching experience. There's not a YouTuber out there that you cannot throw me and say, watch this video and tell me what you think the learning experience is from it. Because whatever movie we go see, whatever TV show we watch, okay, in some ways we relate to it because it reminds us of a part of our life that we've lived through or whatever, right? So, like, I think, like, that's really what my videos are about, is me trying to relate to the common message of what's going on, and why, like, as Atticus Finch says, you don't really know somebody until you walk around in their shoes. You know, why I really try to get in their shoes when I'm watching the video and say, okay, like, this is what's going on, and this is why it bothers me, or this is what this, or this is what that, right? But going into 2018 with the world problems that we have and all that kind of stuff, I don't care if you're a comedian, I don't care if you're a stand-up, I don't care if you're a shits and giggles YouTuber, I don't care if you're a gaming channel, I don't care if you're a beauty channel, I don't care what you are, but we all need to start thinking about the underlying message of what we're sending out there, you know? Let's just be for real. There's a lot of beauty gurus out there, and beauty influencers and makeup companies that aren't beautiful, okay? So we're sending this message to people to be beautiful inside and out, right? And that inner beauty is just as important as outer beauty, which we all know is true. Because you can tell me right now, give me a girl that's a 10 outside looks, and she's a 1 inside, she's an absolute bitch. Nobody wants to be around her, she's not pretty. We all know that, right? And we all know somebody like that. But all these beauty influencers and all these I'm gonna make my video about this tomorrow, I don't know. All these guru channels and all this kind of stuff just act foolish, right? and they're ugly, and they call each other names, and they do all this kind of stuff, and we sit there and we're okay with that. No, we shouldn't be buying their products. We shouldn't be engaging in that. If that's the message that they're going to put out, we shouldn't be bothered with it anymore. We should say, we're going to follow people that are beautiful, that teach us how to feel beautiful inside and out, right? You know, if we're watching gaming channels and they're cussing at the computer screen and they're throwing their shit and they're not a good sport, then, you know, I can remember playing tennis when I was growing up and I threw my racket. Ask me how many times I threw my racket growing up. Once. Because my dad walked out and said, just fault the game. And I go, excuse me? I was like 14. He goes, you just threw the game. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, no son of mine is going to throw a racket on a court and act like a spoiled snot. Go shake the man's hand, you just gave him the game. He forced me to do that. And, you know, it's like, what's the message you want to give out as a gamer? You know, that we can have fun playing games and we can talk to people and we can inspire people through playing games. And hey, games are great, but you should keep up with your grades too. Don't just lock yourself in a room 24 hours a day. You know, we should stop being problematic with our gossip on Twitter. You know, I try not to get into that problematic bullshit. I mean, I sit there and read it and I'm like, oh girl, you just really say that. I mean, I read it, you know, but I don't have to go there. And I can tell you this, if you're reading me, if you read a statement that I put on there, every time, here, I'll give you guys a little inside secret that people don't know. So on Twitter, I follow this thing called like, the Billionaire or the Millionaire or something. I don't know what it's called, but anyway, the Billionaire Mission or something like that. I love it, okay? Billionaire motto, maybe. It's all of these quotes. And they're all quotes for living, but they're not about like finances. They're quotes about like how to live the best life possible, right? If you see me retweet one of those, it's because I just read some bullshit gossip that I'm like, oh no, 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 no. And so I have to realign myself, and so I retweet one of those. I go to that Twitter and I retweet one because I'm like, stay focused, don't get messy, don't get on here and cause drama. What's your intention? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be perceived as? Do you want to be perceived as messy Peter that just pops off, pops off, pops off? Or do you want to be seen as somebody that screws up, takes ownership, and moves on, but then also learns from their mistakes? How many of these people, drama channels, beauty gurus, beauty influencers, makeup companies, all these people, YouTubers, on and on and on, how many of them have fucked up, apologized, take ownership, just to turn around and fuck up again? I mean, it doesn't mean anything. It's like it's like the addict that says I'm sorry 50 million times. When I said sorry to my dad said, do not ever say I'm sorry again. I'm sorry means forget what I just did. And, you know, it's like, I think, like, really, we have got to start thinking about what we're going to do in the year ahead. What are we going to do in the months ahead? What are we going to do with our life? What do we want our lives to speak of? And not just when we're gone, but if on our last day we could look back on our life and see what we've done, would we feel like that was time well served? Like if you said to me, okay, Peter, you spent the entire month of December driving around in your car listening to audiobooks, all Christmas audiobooks. Do you feel like you wasted your time? I'd be like, absolutely not. It was one of the best Christmases I ever had. I put up a tree. I watched a Christmas movie every day. I listened to Christmas music nonstop. I listened to all of these audiobooks. Alex and I went to like 4 Christmas parties already. You know, it's like, no, I don't, like, I didn't need anything. There were no presents that I wanted, you know? Yes, I feel like I really had the most full Christmas ever that year, you know? And it just, for me, is an attitude of living. It's like when I go in a store, do I really need this stuff, you know? I was in that stupid candle wax aisle again, and I was looking at it, and I thought, Peter, you do not need any more candle waxes. You can't even get through the ones that you have, you know? And it's just this need for more and more and more. And I really want to get away from that. I don't want that to be who I am. I don't want that to be my life, you know? And, I want to live a more simple life. I want to give more with my heart and not with my dollar. And, you know, Liliana and Carlos, like, but this is how I can give with my heart what I mean, like instead of going and dropping $100 on a pair of jeans at Nordstrom, which I don't need to do because I need to focus on losing weight so my fat ass fits into my clothes instead of going out and buying yet another pair of jeans, you know? Like Carlos and Liliana, my brother and sister-in-law, have literally no money, and Carlos works 2 jobs and works 7 days a week. You know, Liliana works a job and raises the kids and takes them to school and on and on and on, and they're really good parents. They don't have a lot of money for a lot of Christmas presents for the kids this year, you know? And I told Alex, I said, I want to bombard. We have the money. Like, I mean, and you know, $100 for kids is a lot of money. Like, you know, I mean, he's 5. Sebastian's 2. I mean, he's not even going to know what's going on. You know, Carlitos, we could buy all kinds of stuff. Each of us spend $100 on it. I mean, he would have the most magical Christmas in the entire world, you know? And I want him to have one Christmas like that. I want him to have one Christmas that he can look back on and just be like, wow, you know? Kids are figuring out the Santa Claus shit sooner and sooner, you know? And, Alex's cousins, he has 3 male cousins that are here from his dad's side too. And they all came with quite a bit of money when they moved here. And so like 2 Christmases ago, when we all had this huge Christmas together, Santa Claus came for all the kids at the same time. So he would drop all the presents in the yard, right? And we didn't do it with everybody last year, but this wasn't why. But I mean to tell you, these kids got gaming systems and tablets and cell phones and, you know, and it was nice. It was nice that they got all that stuff. I don't know that I think that a 6-year-old needs an iPhone 10. I just don't, but whatever. That's who I would be as a parent. I'd be like, no. And we're going to put a landline in, and you can have that phone with the cord that wraps through the kitchen and the dining room, the living room, and the upstairs to the bedroom. And then I'll pick up the downstairs one and say, get off the phone. No, but, you know, and Carlitos got very minimal stuff, and it was really hard for him, I think. And he was, you know, he's such a sweet, humble kid. He was very excited with what he got. Like, they bought him, like, he wanted a tablet. So they bought him one of those tablets that's, like, has plastic all around it, you know? And they bought Carlitos a tablet, and then, like, he got, like, one little other thing, and that was it. Because that was all they could afford to get, you know? And I'm sitting there, and I'm, like, thinking about all of these, like, parties and, you know, like, stupid gift certificates I bought for people that don't need one more gift certificate. And I'm thinking, why didn't I spend it on somebody that it would actually meant something to this kid that would have been like, wow, like, and, you know, I don't know, maybe it's stupid, but I don't think it is. And so this year we're going to give Carlitos kind of a big Christmas, I think. And hey, he's my nephew, so I get to do that for my nephews. You know, I'll never have kids of my own. And so I get to do that as an uncle. I like really want to do something for Carlos and Liliana too, but I don't know what I want to do for them. I said to Alex, I said it would be really nice if we got like a suite at a hotel and like reservations at like a nice restaurant and like gave them like a date night, and then we took the boys for the night. And he's like, you know, but Peter, honestly, he's like, if we were going to spend that kind of money on them, they would probably prefer to have something else. And I said, like, what? And he goes, like a spa day for Liliana. And he's like, and Carlos really wants those. He wants this DJ set. And it's like, I looked online. It's like they have a cheap one for $50 and like they go up to like $300, but like for $100 you can get a really nice one. But if we spend $100 on one person, then it's like, okay, you know what I mean? But it sees like, what do you call it? DJ, you put like records on them or something, I don't know. Turntables. I always do like all my Christmas shopping on the 23rd and 24th. I'm always kind of a last minute person. Although, I talked to my dad today, and my dad was like, okay, can we do Christmas on the 23rd? He was like, because after Christmas is not good for us. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So, she's like, I just put up my cotton candy lip gloss. So we're going to do Christmas with my dad and my stepmom on the 23rd, which will be fun. He's like, we got a new restaurant we want to take you to. They always take us to these like new, very avant-garde restaurants. My dad is very she like that. He loves to do these new restaurants. My Aunt Kathy was the same way. So that'll be fun. And I don't know, I'm just like real in the Christmas spirit this year. Feel so happy that I feel like all of my emotions fully, you know what I mean? Like that I feel like I can feel sadness and cry, and I can feel happiness and feel joy and all of that, but like I'm just so happy that I allow myself to feel those emotions. Oh my god, have I been talking for 27 minutes? Oh my lord, that means I need to get off here, because I had 8 minutes before, so that's almost 30, that's almost 40 minutes of a vlog. Lord! Alright, well guess what? Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Bye.